Women's Council. Like the rest of you here today, I have come to the unfortunate realization that we've all been placed in an abusive relationship with the Irish government. Ireland holds a very special place in the hearts and the imagination of the world. Ireland is more than just another European country. I can tell you from personal experience, having lived here for over 20 years, that the Irish are the most welcoming, funny, charming people. Irish people are not hate-filled, racist, bigots, homophobes, or any other labels that this Irish media tries to gaslight you in. It's a sacred duty of all of us who cherish this land, whether natives or guests, to realize that we are in grave danger. Mass immigration is one of the most pressing issues facing Ireland. We don't need a poll to see that Ireland has taken in far too many migrants. I visited Newtown, Mount Kennedy last I had the opportunity to meet the most lovely, brave people standing up against mass immigration to protect their community. The Garda put up a barricade stopping these locals from walking down their own road. Locals had to go through a police checkpoint to go to and from their home. And the local GAA club has been blocked off by the Garda, so communities cannot even gather at the pitch for the Irish sport they love. What we witnessed in Newtown, Mount Kennedy, when the riot squad used brute force, batons, and pepper spray against peaceful protesters. This was a turning point for Irish people. There can be no doubt in anyone's mind that the state and their agents are hell-bent on mass immigration into our communities against the will of all you good, decent people. And they will use whatever means they can to make this happen. We also witnessed on mainstream television that Irish people opposing mass immigration being referred to as terrorists. We can see the trajectory of where this is going, but they will fail. The fools, the fools, the fools. Have the Irish government not learned from history that repression breeds resistance? And I commend the people of Newtown. As the founder of a women's rights and child protection group, the Natural Women's Council, the evidence is so clear why, and which is why it is so assiduously ignored. The stats speak volumes. In Sweden, foreign individuals represent a disproportionate percentage of rape convictions, and in Germany, foreigners are 12% of the population, yet 67% of violent gang rapes. This is not racism. We must stop the EU Migration Pact. It will further exasperate Ireland's immigration crisis. Denmark and Ireland are the people took 42% of the over. We have more than paid our price. So we've all heard of the Irish way, but we're not far from it. Let's call for the So we have learned, and I'll wrap up by saying that the politicians are saying that the Irish people need to learn their lesson when they do this no-blame COVID review. But what I will say to those notorious Irish politicians is the Irish people learned one thing, and that is that you cannot have democracy without accountability. So here's a message loud and clear to this Irish government. We demand accountability for the mass immigration policies wreaking damage across the country. We demand accountability for the 40 billion euros you wasted during COVID when Sweden had no lockdowns. We demand accountability for brothers and sisters who were injured or who continue to prematurely from the abject failure of government policy. We demand accountability for the sexualization and the indoctrination of our innocent young children are being sexualized in state-sponsored child abuse in our schools, and please visit naturalwomenscouncil.ie to see the campaigns and the new series of story time for the Irish mammies so you can see what your children are being taught. And we demand accountability for the hundreds of Irish children who were sent across to the Tavistock to be given irreversible puberty blockers, cross-sex hormones, and mutilation surgery. And finally, we demand accountability for the secretive attempts underway where this week on Wednesday, the Irish government are meeting to talk about the anti-democratic WHO treaty where they plan to sign away our freedoms and sovereignty to the unelected body. And if you're unhappy with immigration, let me tell you the WHO treaty includes health, immigration, education, food, farming, agriculture, climate, every aspect of life on earth. We're not hearing about that, and this is the loudest noise we need to make against the WHO treaty.